Bonjour everybody, welcome to the midweek update on the Trading 212 Pi. So as you notice, I've been a little bit busy of late and have dropped off on the upload status. I've just been a bit flat out at work and so on, which is an interesting thing in relation to the stock market, so I'll come on to that a bit later. So we'll flip on over to the Pi and let's have a look. So we are 2.93% up, or £23.90p, which is pretty incredible considering obviously the recent market up and downs and various crashes and things. Some of the normal side of the investments not looking so pretty, as you can see, 1.65% down, and the where I've got Neo stored in the normal invest, that is about 18% down. So back to the Pi. If we have a quick look at reasons for that. Now obviously I'm not going to bore you with a detailed analysis of every single 17p here and £1 there and so on. Obviously some stocks, as you'll see as I slowly scroll through here, have done considerably better than others, but they are all pence in a minus, pence in above. The odd one here and there is over £1. Prospect Capital there, £2. So on the whole, everything is up a little bit. Now the reason for that, generally speaking, is this particular Dividend Pi acts a bit like an ETF, in the sense that when you're putting £100 down, you have to remember that you're effectively putting like £1 or £2 across these 50 stocks. So actually putting quite a small amount over it, so you're effectively spreading your investment across. Not dissimilar to, say, something like the S&P 500, but let's call this the S&P Dividend 50. Might be a bit of a silly name, but you get the point of that. In that, you know, basically your investment is being spread over these various 50 companies. So that helps stabilize the price a little bit. Obviously, I'm not expecting massive returns to this, but one thing I do like about this is obviously the fact that as I put more and more money into it, I get more and more dividends. Now, I think there are a couple of people that have used this Pi and perhaps a little bit disappointed with it because they're not getting the dividend payments. But I would say I think you need to put about £500 in order to get to the minimum level, because what happens is if you put 100 quid in, there'll be a couple of stocks that you're only putting £1 or £2 on. Now, they've probably got a minimum threshold for payment out of a dividend, because if you imagine they're only going to pay £1 or something, 1p, I mean, and if you haven't even got up to 1p's worth of share on their dividend, then they're not even going to trigger that and actually pay you. So if you go click on over to history here, and dividends, you can see even with £800 in there, I'm only still getting 6p, 3p, 7p, 6p, 17p, those sort of figures. So we're still talking pence, even with nearly £1,000 in there. So when you're sticking 100 quid in there, you're never going to get a dividend from WW Granger here, because they're paying me 3p off of 800 quid. It's going to be not even half a penny. So you have to bear that in mind with this particular Pi, if you like, if you're going to go for that. But anyway, so you can see overall there's a pretty good, sort of spread of stocks, and everything is sort of ticking along okay. One of the things I would say, which I touched on in the beginning, is because I've been so busy, I haven't really had an opportunity to put more money in. Obviously, there's always the issue of funding, as in you have to physically have the money to put in, but I haven't actually really had the time to sit down and stick some funds in and then obviously look at where I want to deploy those, which you could argue is a bit of an annoyance, because obviously it has not allowed me to maybe buy in the dip, and I'll probably have a look at this tomorrow to see if I can put some more money in. But the bonus of being really busy and not being able to put the money in, it's actually distracted me from worrying about the stock market in a sense. I mean, I don't particularly worry about it, but actually it's been really up and down of late. And to be honest, I've seen Tesla go down to under £600 and then rise back up again. And I haven't paper hand style sold it all off, and I can't say I'm diamond hands and through to the end. I'm just basically so busy I haven't really been able to pay attention, so I just want to be honest with everybody. So that's really where we're at. And also at the moment I am actually I've agreed a purchase of a buy-to-let property, and I am more into real estate, I guess, in a way, than the stock market, although YouTube channel seems to revolve more around stocks and things, but as I tried to diversify. But this particular property that I've looked at purchasing or have agreed a price on, obviously that I'm going to need any spare cash that I need to that, because it is a below the market value. It needs work doing to it. They've started converting the loft and it needs finishing off and the rest of it, but hopefully that will allow me to get my funds back out of the deal and increase the value of the property, which then I can either move on to another property with, or possibly stick into the stock market, depending if I want to continue trying to diversify myself. In comparison, even when you take my pensions and Vanguard ISA that I've got, and this ISA here, the overall amount of that is probably maybe as much as 3%, if not less, of the value of my whole net worth. So I would like to increase that and possibly diversify a bit more. Anyway, I'm going a bit off subject because we were here to talk about pies, but I just thought that gives you a bit of an interesting insight into why I haven't actually stuck any more money in here, why actually it appears that I've been diamond handing all of these stocks. For me, I wouldn't sell them anyway, but the reality is I have just been so damn busy that I probably wouldn't have had time to worry about it anyway. So hopefully you like the video. Please do not forget to smash that like button down below even, and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to follow along this particular dividend pie or any of the other videos that I do, from stocks and shares to investment property to stuff to do with leasehold and various other life hacks. If you would like to start your investing journey, please do use the link in the description below, where if you set up an account with Trading 212, you can get up to £100 worth of free stocks just once you've credited money. Now, just to pre-warn you, I have had a couple of people use the link, and I've had then messages back saying that there's actually a bit of a waiting list to join Trading 212, because they've been absolutely inundated with people wanting to join lately. So please be patient with them. I'm sure they will get down to you and get you on your investing journey. So with that said, please do use the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and always don't forget to remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes only. You should seek your own professional independent advice if you are thinking about investing in the stock market, or you're unsure in any way as to what you need to do. You should seek your own advice. So with that said, I'll see you next time.